Hey, this is Anisha. You're watching CS Adda, so let's get started.
So guys, today we will learn to write our first C code. This is the simplest code possible in a C language. Here I am using the devC++ IDE which comes with GCC as its compiler. So let's get started. Let's create a new file. Now in C, whatever you write needs to be wrapped around inside a function. What is a function? A function is a section of a program which performs some specific tasks either by taking some parameters and also it returns some value. Now let's take a function, say int main. Now the name of the function is main. It's returning a value of type integer. This means that the main function returns a value of type integer. If it doesn't return a value or if it returns a value of any other type, it won't be accepted. Now here we are not passing any parameters, but if we want to pass any parameters, it can be of say int x character y. If we write like this, this means that the main accepts two parameters. One is integer x and another is character y. But here it's not required. And here these curly braces denote the starting and ending of the main function. Okay, now here I am writing printf hello world. If you notice carefully, this printf is also a function. It takes in a string type value as a parameter. Okay, so I am sending this hello world as a parameter. Now this printf function doesn't return anything. That's why we are not saving anything to any return value to this variable. Okay. Now in C, every statement ends with a semicolon. That's why I am adding semicolon over here. Now, what does this printf function do? As the name suggests, printf function prints anything on the screen. Here, we are passing hello world in the printf function. That's why it will print hello world in the screen. Whatever you pass to this function, it will print that thing on the screen. This is the work of the printf function. Now, the IQ level of our computer is 0. See, here we have used this printf function. We have actually called the printf function over here. But have you defined the printf function anywhere? No. Then how will the computer understand what the printf function does? For this, we need to include stdio.h file. So this is a standard input output header file. Okay. In this standard input output header file, the definition of the printf function has been written. So whenever the processor encounters the printf statement, it will look into this header file and then it will understand what the printf function exactly does. If we don't include this header file, then the printf function won't work. Okay. So whenever we try to link any external file to our main file, then we always use this hash include. And it has to be outside the main function. Okay, it has to be outside the main function. It is not written inside the main function. Now you see in this main function I have written that the return type of the main function will be integer. So I have to return a value which is of type integer. So here I am returning the value 0. Okay, so now our program is ready and we will compile it from here. First we will have to save the file. The extension can be .cpp, but it's better that if it's a C file, then you should keep the extension as .c. So I'm keeping it as .c and saving it. So the program has been compiled successfully. Here you can see in the output file name, it is hello world.exe. So in Windows, after compilation, the output file will be of extension .exe. In Linux, it will be different, and the Linux version I will show you in the next video. If you go to the folder here this is the C file in which we have written the program, and this is the file that has been created after the compilation. This is that exe file. Okay, so let's get back to the code. We will now run this exe file. So here you can see hello world is printed on the screen. Okay, so our program has been compiled and has run successfully, and we are getting the desired output. But now you can have one question. The question is, here you can see I am calling the printf function, but here I have defined the main function. Then from where this main is being called? We are not calling the main function anywhere. We have just defined it. Then how this hello world is getting printed? See, when we are running this program, the OS automatically calls the main function. We don't have to call it all over again, because the OS searches for the function which is named as main and then calls it. That's why this hello world is getting printed. Now if you change the name of the function, say x, and then compile it, see, you are getting an error over here, because we have to name it as main, otherwise the OS can't find the main function. So whatever function you write, one function has to be named as main, otherwise the program won't run. So we have made it back to main, and now we are again compiling and running it, and we are back to the same desired result. See, hello world. So this was the Windows version of your first C code. The link of the Linux version is given below in the description section. Thanks for watching it, and please hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thank you.